between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Hyde, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers on the ground for Hyde last week. 9 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On second down, here's Wilson. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Wilson on second down. And it's caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now Ali looking to throw on second down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. What a spin. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Ali goes underneath for Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here's Ali to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Ali now, operating from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They get it to him running left. Oh, able to avoid him. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Hot.
Back to throw. Ali. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Ali throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Taken in at the 11.
Whoosh!
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Hot!
Now Ali to throw. Looking to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Ali to throw on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And here's Ali throwing on first down. And Selleck here, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Ali now to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On second down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunity.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
To throw on second down. Ali under pressure again, and down he goes again. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Ali from the gun, he'll throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Hyde. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action with Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken at the 15. Oh, what a move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Ali to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds Taylor. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Over.
A give to Bell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Over.
Again, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Ali on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Detroit!
And here's Ali to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone!
Ali now operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's for him on the year. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They pitch it out to Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Lucky 56. 26.
Throwing on first down. Ali under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Navarro Bowman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, it's Bell. Gets past one man. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Le'Veon Bell, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence.
It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it. Here's Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Over.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Oh, nice move. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Detroit!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Hot.
This is Bell. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.